Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for another video on Marvel Contest of Champions. This video is focused on 4-star shard grinding. Now, you're new to this game and you want 4-star shards as quickly as possible. What are the tips and tricks in order to get them as quickly as possible? Now in the video we're going to look at three things. The first thing being one-offs. One-offs are places that you can only get the 4-star shards the once. The second thing is reoccurring events, so those things that reoccur on a monthly basis, maybe even a weekly basis. And also the final thing will be my top tips and also things that you should watch out for in the future in getting 4 stars quickly. So let's begin. Initially you should push yourself to complete things like Act 3 and Act 4, and then when you feel comfortable move on to Act 5, but you will need strong maxed out 4 stars in order to at least go through some aspects of Act 5. If it's a case that it's a bit too challenging, then you're going to have to wait until you get 5 stars in order to make the process of Act 5 a little more easier on yourself. Next up is Road to Labyrinth. Now this again is a one-off and something that I need to revisit in guides because I think I did a guide a long time ago, but it has been a lot of years since I last did this. So that may be a good idea to get back into that experience and kind of have a look whether or not you do need stronger champions in order to really get through this at the beginner level difficult content. This pretty much facilitates the one-offs. Now let's look at the reoccurring events, places that you can constantly get more of the 4-star shards in order to get your 4-star champions out of the crystals. 4-star shards are in good abundance by completing heroic and also exploring heroic, and the same thing can be said for master and uncollected, though it may not be so much of an easy process to do uncollected at a very lower level at the game. But don't turn up your nose at some of the rewards from things like normal. You get a free 3-star from that and also some 3-star shards. And do remember what we'll be talking about in a moment is by getting a duped or awakened 3-star, then you're able to get 4-star shards. Still very helpful and still a good part of the process. Do look out for special events. At the moment we've got Nick Fury's initiatives on, and this does give Prem crystals, Prem shards, as well as opportunities to get more 4-star shards from the more difficult content you go through. And sometimes in conjunction with these events, there's also opportunities to get further shards. So do look out for them on a monthly basis. As you can see, we've got a store and some 4-star shards to get, which can help players get to that next stage. But there's also calendars to look out for. Daily login calendars can give the opportunity to get a 3-star, in some cases a 4-star if you're lucky, from the champion specific crystal towards the end of the month. Sometimes 4-star shards are put in this, as well as the special calendars that go out when Kabam hits milestones, birthdays, special holidays, the list goes on. And obviously as you progress through the game and you get uncollected as well as the new Cavalier class, there's going to be points where 4 stars you're going to get really easy. But the fact is you have to work it, you have to have patience with the game, you have to grind the game out extensively if you want to get there quicker. But you can get there slower, it's up to you. Don't rush things if you don't want to rush things, but at the same time, you have to be realistic. If you want more, you're going to have to be prepared to grind more. And that may mean that you'll have to join a more competitive alliance or an alliance that wants to aim for bigger things. An alliance that can smash through things like the completion event, which does give 4-star shards. Also, alliance quest completion, so competing in alliance quest is vitally important in order to get some decent stuff from it. Especially because you get 3-star shards as well as, well, not a huge amount of 4-star shards, but the fact is, it's still the 3 stars, you'll still get 50 each time that you awaken a 3-star champion. As well as not forgetting summoner advancement. A lot of alliances at a lower level do opt for a spend 1 week and then save the next. That is something that is still kind of in the contest. It does change from alliance to alliance what their structure is. They may then save and then go the next week, well, we want to get a higher rank in order to get more 4-star shards and 5-star shards in order to increase and improve the roster. But also that goes hand in hand with making gains on being in a competitive alliance that does alliance wars. The more competitive it is, obviously the more that you're going to get 4-star shards related. So do understand where your alliance charts usually in the monthly. You want to be aiming to make it really easy on yourself to kind of go, at one point I want to be in gold 1 and aim higher and higher. But you've got to make small gains from alliance to alliance and go, right, I'm grinding out the game more, I'm available to grind out on war seasons in order to get something good from it at the end of the month. Or you're not. And if you're not, you may opt for grinding out in arena in order to get more 4-star shards from cutoffs, but I do stress it's always good to hit milestones and get prems, because prem crystals can also mean that you could have a chance of duping your 2 stars, which mean that it rolls over and you're able to get more 4 stars, 3-star shards, and then it's the case you're able to go down the process. It's like a domino effect. So you get more 3-star shards, it means you're able to get more 3 stars. 3 stars get duped, you get more 4 stars. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Usually top 11 to 25% can be hit on a basic. Usually it is about 1.2 mil, but this does vary from champion to champion that are put in based on popularity. You can usually keep up to date with the way that scores are coming in and also where to kind of go for placements and get a real idea of balancing it by going to MCOC Arena History. The link is in the description below. But like I said, it's always good to hit milestones, getting some units. It also helps out with other aspects of the game, but mainly getting those Prem crystals. And as you get more Prems and as you advance through the game, getting 4-star shards is a lot more easier. Considering that you then get 3-star shards, the 3-star shards, as you can see here, are more easy for me to get nowadays, but it's a case it may be difficult at lower levels. But this is the starting point. Then it's a case that you get a champion that maybe got before, you then get more 4-star shards, and then things stack. In some cases then you're able to say you'll get max signature crystals. So ones like these, and this is the point where things get a lot easier for you as you progress further in the game. But you will have to be prepared to grind in order to reach a point like this. Yes, I have spent on the game in the past, but the value of what I spent back then is, well, it's completely ridiculous against now. Everything that I kind of spent about, say, £99 in order to get something good now only has a worth at about £20. So you can see where the game has devalued with that. But I'm sure at some point you'll be able to get lots of 4 stars by grinding out in a very quick way, but also understanding patience is key and grinding is key. It's up to you whether or not you want to spend your units on crystals, but I would probably say it'd be best at the start, sort your mastery points out, and then think about your unit spend being on getting yourself through the content quicker, like the one-offs. Make it really easy for yourself and then grow your roster. One thing that I personally say to myself is I challenge myself to go in the first week. I want to be able to do heroic, master and uncollected, and then from there I do a week's worth of arena grinding and then go, okay, so how many more units do I need in order to go and do one run of X difficult content, or do I want to save for X type of difficulty stuff? Is there something coming in the future to go out and have a special challenge out that is going to require me to have a few more units? I largely look at that. Smash out the event in 1 week and then focus on something else for the remaining 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Or maybe even say to yourself, I want to do 1 week of arena grinding, take a break from the game from a week, come back and smash through some other content, like something I haven't done before. That is going to be a good structure for you. But balancing your grinding is key, and planning ahead is also quite a good point as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and it helped you out, then hit that like button and subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions based content. I'll be trying to put together some beginner guides in the future as I play through with my new account called Floppy Member. Laugh if you will. In any case, keep locked to the channel. Make sure to put post notifications on so when my videos ping up, you get to see them first. And also drop into a live stream. And also don't forget to support the channel. If you want to support the channel, then hit the join button and become a member and join us on the Discord. Thanks so much for watching. I've been RichTheMan. I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now.